Hello everyone, and thanks for tuning into today's AVARigs. Today we're going to be talking about this beautiful PC built inside of this LIAN chassis sitting next to me. This PC is going to be a little bit more of a upper mid-range PC, something that's a little bit more budget focused while still being future resistant with expandability in mind for the future. Anywho, let's get into it. So as I mentioned earlier in the introduction, this system is housed inside of a LIAN PC11 Dynamic, which is a sort of budget-oriented case while still being extremely high quality and still being great for expandability, especially in the future or if you're doing a current build. For liquid cooling, this is going to be an excellent chassis. As you can see, this does have an AIO in it, so it doesn't have a full-on loop, but if you decided at some point in time that you wanted to build a loop inside of this case, you could do so freely, and the case does retail for around $140. So it's a pretty excellent price for what you're getting, especially with the quality of material and just the thought that went into this chassis. So as you can see, all the components in this system are seated inside of this ASUS Tough Gaming x570 Plus Wi-Fi, which is a sort of mid-range, more budget-oriented board. However, it does come packed full of features, everything you'll ever need out of a board realistically, unless you're doing, some sort of extreme overclocking or you're running a server for whatever reason. That's the only scenario where this board isn't going to do the job. This board does come with Wi-Fi and Bluetooth equipped, which is rare to see in a board of this class. So you're definitely getting a nice feature set out of this board. Now the components that are seated inside of this board, at the core of the system is a 3700X, which is an 8-core chip from AMD. Again, something mid-range. However, it's going to do the job, especially for gaming, which is what this system is intended for. It's going to do no wrong. We have 32 gigs of HyperX Fury memory clocked at 3600 megahertz, which AMD systems really benefit from a larger amount of really fast memory. So the faster the memory, the better. Now for the GPU, we have an RTX 2070 Super, which is kind of a more upper mid-range GPU. This GPU is excellent for 4K gaming, and it'll probably be fairly feature resistant for the next few years to come. Obviously, being an RTX card, it's ray tracing capable, so you're going to have excellent visuals in any games that do support that. Now, as I mentioned earlier, this case does have a pretty nice aesthetic to it. So to add to that aesthetic, the customer opted for some RGBs. So as you can see in here, we have a set of CORSAIR LL120 fans and a set of CORSAIR RGB strips around the edges here on the inside, which you can't really see, but you can kind of see the light bouncing off of them. Those are all controlled by a Lighting Node Pro from CORSAIR. So you can have full control over your RGBs and not have to worry about a fan being mismatched with a LED strip or anything of that sort. It's going to allow for you to have a seamless lighting effect, and a uniform lighting effect inside the system. So anyways, that's going to do it for this week's AVARigs. If you decide you want a PC something similar to what you've seen here in today's video, or even exactly like what you've seen in today's video, feel free to reach out to our sales department at the number in the description below or the email in the description below. That's going to do it for this week. Thanks for tuning in. Stay safe, stay healthy, and have a good one.
If you like the PC in this video, be sure to contact our sales team at sales@avadirect.com, or you can head over to our website by clicking on the link in the description below. You can choose from many pre-built options, gaming or workstation based, or use our configurator to build a PC of your dreams. Be sure to click that thumbs up button and subscribe, and don't forget to follow our social media channels at avadirect.com.